Okay, so this is going to be my feedback so far for this level. As it stands, it seems that compared to the previous level with the sphere and the lasers in the room, this has gone over like a massive rework / overhaul to get to where it is now, which is more heavily on like the asteroid theme. To be fair, I do actually think it was the correct choice, because I think this is a much more interesting concept than we had previously. However, as we've talked about in the chat a bit, it needs a bit more of an overhaul, I would say. So the first problem is that obviously the boss is down there and we're here, and I do think that the fast-paced speed is really cool. Like, I think it really does feel exhilarating, like being on a roller coaster. The only problem is that, as we know, it needs a bit more work. I kind of got it to work. For my testing, if I move back to about here, I should be able to get to the boss no problem. We're gonna have to see about that though. If I can make it first try, or there's gonna have to be a few attempts. But like this part, oh yeah, that was the first problem, is the fact that the gun has always had this issue, but like there's an interaction when you're close to a wall, your gun automatically lifts up, and I don't know why, but it seems like it's really affecting it in this asteroid field. So like obviously that makes it annoying because I can't shoot properly, and that leads to like some asteroid deaths, which is a big shame. I mean, thankfully there it worked fine. I think it's around about this dip it starts going a bit haywire, so I'm going to try and move as far back as I can without falling off, and hopefully it will be okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're good. Next one. Yeah, thankfully, as you see, I didn't fall off, but you can see from itself that I was back here and the tank actually moved due to the way the spaceship is actually moving. I'm looking at how far, like, even if I'm just tapping back, we're going super fast. So it's very, like, I think that the thrill of the speed is really fun. It's just that obviously it needs a bit more work on what it should be with regards to the tank. Like the tank's being stuck here. So yeah, so now hopefully it should be smooth sailing to the boss. I hope. One more. A few more here. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're at the boss now. I mean, to be fair, I haven't really played through this part much, because only recently I discovered how to get onto the... Right. So, on that note, let me just go back to the beginning of the level. So yeah, that needs a bit of a fix. So, okay, here's the thing. Because I haven't actually played through the boss from start to finish just yet, but like I actually wouldn't mind if the whole boss was like the sphere, like if you're going at this high speed and the sphere was like orbiting around you and like trying to hit you, kinda. I think this on-rail shooting is like really like exhilarating and like really like high tempo. Yeah, I forgot to move back that time. As you can see, I guess there's no death box above you to kill you instantly if you jump up, which obviously that probably wasn't designed with the intention. So yeah, so like I definitely think like I wouldn't actually mind it if like the tank was like if you actually had it physically clamped to the ship, because I think that would be like, because here's the thing, is that obviously with the core mechanics of the game, we have like freedom of movement to dodge shells and stuff, but obviously in this scenario it's kind of like objects coming at you, but it's coming at you really quickly, so there's a lot to deal with. So like I also think that due to the fact that, because every time you die you're gonna have to start from like this part, and obviously it's a bit annoying like it's cool, like it's very cool from a visual standpoint. That how you're just zooming like literally at like the speed of sound to like this guy here, and then you're gonna drop on the platform. Alright, let's see. Hopefully I don't fall down this time. So, okay, phew, I'm on. Good. But look how fast this thing goes. It's ridiculous. So like yeah, I haven't actually do this part that much because due to the fact that it's been okay, I'm quite sure what it's doing there, but I'm sure I'll find out soon enough. But yeah, oh, it does actually shrink because I'm hitting the asteroids. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, I think I would honestly not mind if like the whole boss was just designed around like this thing following you on the spaceship, and it's you having to deal with this while also avoiding like oncoming asteroids, and it's kind of like a preset path, because I think it's like a different interpretation of the time stop mechanic, because obviously it's like I remember I talked about this with Sergey, that I think that boss design should be that the boss should make you feel overwhelmed using the time distillation mechanic, and there's like a lot being thrown at you. And I think that the spaceship going through the asteroid field would be a good extension of that. Those are my 2 cents, but I haven't actually gotten this far to beat the boss yet. So, I mean, it looks like, for the most part, it looks like it will play like as it did previously, with the if you shoot at it, then the orbs come out and stuff like that. So I'm just guessing after I just destroy it, like that'll be the end of the level. Though who knows? There might be like more phases to it or something like that. But I think overall, I do think this is the direction that this level needs to be taken in. And to be honest, I'm kind of gobsmacked that all like I was so used to like the platforms, and then it just got changed to this. There might also still be the problem with it's a bit hard, like I think it's a bit more obvious that you have to shoot the ball this time and like what you have to do with it. But maybe what you can do actually is that to make it a bit more obvious, it's because you know that you have like the kind of the pointed arrows around the asteroids. Maybe you should have the pointed arrows around the small balls, so you know that you have to shoot at them. That'd be good for like understanding how the boss works. So I think that's all the feedback I have to give so far. Granted, I haven't beaten the boss yet, and so maybe there's more phases, but I'm kind of guessing that the last phase is just it bouncing around and you having to hit the balls and stuff. But I would really like it if maybe it was a more of an on-rails boss fight on the spaceship, and it was just a constant accelerated thrill, and then like maybe it starts off, like smoother, then you go into like the asteroid field, and so you have to deal with the asteroids and the boss and stuff like that with different phases. I think that could be a very cool concept to explore. But yeah, those are my 2 cents. So we'd love to hear you guys' feedback on it. So yeah, that's all I have to say.